Look at all those leaves here. It rained yesterday the entire day, and today is a beautiful sunny day, and McQueen is on the street. Okay, so quick update. 2 weeks ago the Landcruiser broke down on me. There's nothing wrong with the motor or whatsoever, the transmission. We broke one brake line due to rust, so today we're gonna address that. We bought a new brake line, but also when I put the new brake line on this side, some of the other line burst as well on that little transition valve or whatever you call it. So we're gonna try to not to bypass it, but take it out, split it in two. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about, because I've been battling with it for like 2 days now. So today finally is the weekend that I can really focus on her, remove the ties and have some room to work on it. It's pretty easy to get so far, and let's go from there. All right, oil change done. That's what I have there, some PB Blaster. I'll show you guys here. The pinhole on the brake line is right there where my finger is at, right there. So see that I cut the line right there and crimp it so the brake fluid stopped bleeding, and also got some pressure on the pedal. So I made it home, so I cut it. So this is the line that we have to replace. Look at that, I soaked it up with a PB Blaster, so hopefully it will be easy to remove. In case I do have some torch there at home, in case that one is fighting me, but let it soak for a little while. So that's the parts that I ordered from work, which is not expensive. It was 18 bucks, and from this. So let's just remove it and at least be ready to get the new parts in. Once it's there, I'm gonna soak it one more time. Here we go. But those are the things that can go bad after all those years. Here is where I really cut and crimp those lines right there. But good thing I managed to save it and make it home. Alright, let's see what happened now. I'm gonna try to undo the line with my 10mm. Hopefully I can make it. Let's see. Alright, it is out with the rusty area right there, and this one is also out. I just need to undo it. It's already loose, but I put it back in so we don't lose all the brake fluid on the reservoir. So once the new parts come in, we just need to undo this and pull the line out, because this line goes into this end right here, and put the new coil on. I mean the new coil brake line. So this is 18 bucks. So from the T connection down here to the top, so that's junk. I ordered both, by the way, the front and the back, because there's two coils right here. Also there's a cover going in, there's a plastic cover right here. I do have the plastic cover in the trunk, so that's why we don't get that much rust. But anyway, that should be it. Beside that, everything is pretty clean down here. The chassis, fender well, those doesn't have that much rust. Perfect. That's about it. That's perfect. Alright, so waiting on the new parts. Hopefully we can get her back on the road very soon, by middle of the week or over next weekend, or after work. I can just do it and bleed the brakes and we should be good to go. But that's about it for today's arranging. It's Saturday afternoon. I spent a good hour on both cars. 20 minutes for the oil change, half an hour to remove that rusty line, the brake line, and that's it. Enough wrenching. We wrench again on Monday at work. Tomorrow is just a chilling day. Alright, so off camera, this is the stupid brake line. This one is brand new, but it's this T-connection that is completely gone. Look at that 10 mil here in the back that is round out. I can't get that out even though I torched it. So this is the other brake line from going to the back that has a big hole in there. So I got my what's that, I can cut this there and try to use a union. I'm trying to cut this in half so I can use this, because this one will go with this one here, and try to open this somehow. I don't know, but first let's cut this and see what type of room do we have. Also have my my trusty don't remember anymore how do you call those, metal saw, I guess. This one to cut this, to splice this in half, because this one was the bracket holding it, but look at the rust there. So it's basically an impossible mission here, but we gotta do whatever it needs to do. Alright, so we got the clean cut here, right here, from the little cutter here. So now we got a straight line. So now we gotta try to cut this here and use this to match here, and once it's outside we're gonna try to undo this thing if you can. Other than that, you gotta make some union somewhere here, somehow, somewhat. But let's just try to save this first. Alright, off camera again, I managed to cut this. This is the piece that's so rusted out. We're still using this for here, and now we're gonna use this and just flare it and put it back, and the brake should be good. This one is fine right there. So now let's just try to remove this. Since it's outside, maybe it's more easier. I brought my channel locks, big, small, whatever it is. Let's see if I can hold this and make it happen. It's already been soaked with brake fluid earlier, like 2 days ago. So let's see what happened. Alright, ladies and gents, look at that. See that little cut in there? Did one cut in here, one cut in the bottom, just to remove it. And now it's time to try to make this thing. Here we go. We got it. I'm pleased to say that we got it.
We got it.
We got it, bud.
We got it, Papa.
Oh my gosh. Finally.
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 This was a nightmare. Here it is. We got it. So, as I said, here we are, guys. I made a cut in here, and I made a cut in there, so we can still use this. Let's just clean it with blade cleaner. And now the plan is to only flare this, because we do have we do have a new line here. This line should go properly in this hole. Here she is. So we just need to cut this again and flare that, and hopefully this breaker should be fixed. Alright, so let's go get this done. Let's get it done. Alright, we got the flaring tools here, flaring kit, and we gotta need to flare that one in the back there.
Oh my God.
Tools. That's gonna be a little challenging, but we need to flare this. Alright, so we got the connection here, we got the flaring tools ready to go. I had to this is protected, so I had to slice it, splice it, and remove that rubber coating in order for this thing to slide. I mean, I think this is anti-rust. So now everything is tightened up. Let's just try to flare it slowly. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but it's been a while I didn't flare. Let's give it a try. Alright, kinda somehow made it. That little flare in there. I don't know if it's enough to stop it. Let's clean this with some brake cleaner, make sure there's no debris in it, and try our best, see if we get this no leaks. We'll see. I'm gonna put some Teflon, I guess. Anyway, I got that on, and this one now, and let's test it. Once it's done, I'm gonna clean those surface rust, put some layer of fresh paint on those. I got this one brand new, but I don't want to install it yet because this is just a test. If it's all good, we leave it alone. If not, we put another brand new line there. I'm saving that line as a spare, but we're gonna paint those once it's good to go. Got some brake fluid here. Let's top it off. Then what I usually do is let it sit for 2 minutes, and then open the bleeder valve right here. And also I think I need to open one bleeder valve in the back. Somehow I gotta follow that line. That's another story, guys, I'm telling you. Gotta open at least all the bleeder valve then, because now the back is open. Oh boy, that's gonna be a headache. Looks like we don't have no more leaks. It's dry now. As I said, this should be here together like so, but we leave it alone the way it is. We're gonna put the cover. We have the plastic cover here. I open the bleeder here for a minute, but then I try to open that bleeder. The other side is down, by the way. I open this bleeder and I use the torch, put it so hard, and my 10 mil is stuck there. I cannot get that 10 mil out. Well, let's see what happened. If I have a brake, hard brake, a good pressure on the pedal, we leave it alone. But I need to remove my 10 millimeter out of there, even though I try to heat it up. That's another story, guys. This car, look how crusty is the caliper. Alright, she's finally I fixed it. This is how it is now. Now I'm gonna paint those, spray some spray paint on it, clean the chassis, and call it a day. Just use all the brake cleaner. So we're gonna paint it. I'm gonna finish this brake cleaner there. Clean all those mess. about it. Let it air dry first and then we can paint it. Leave it right there. I think it's fine. But guys, the flaring tools was really, I was using it wrong, I guess, or in my understanding, because I couldn't get the end like bubbling up. So flaring tools came with this. That's a 316, but it's like not the right thing. So at the end of the day, after 2 hours of trying to understand, I used this directly to open the flare, to open the line. Finally I made it, no complaint about it. We are done now. We can return these tools, whether to test drive, but it's time to clean up everything. Put the tires on the front, remove these tires because we still have the number 10mm stuck on the bleeder valve, and let's see what happened. Alright, it's time to turn the wheels and put this back. We got some fresh paint in there, so no more rust on the chassis at least, and on those nasty things. Okay, let's put the cover on. Finally guys, she's fixed. So now I'll move it out from the driveway, by the way, because it's time for me to blow those leaves just for like a few minutes. I mean, few minutes is gonna take me half an hour for sure. Blow those leaves and call it a day, because there's no rest for me on Sunday.